High noon on February 11th. Canada plays tomorrow. Finland losing. Guess you should have had Kapanen on the team. Am I right?
Ooh, wee.
Just
that
kidding.
take is hot.
They had about 40 shots on goal against Slovakia. Slovakian puck stopper did a pretty good job.
AHL goaltender?
AHL goaltender. Yeah. AHL/ECHL. Nanzo, can you fix that shot? Why is the Popeyes thing?
That is, it's
like,
way over.
I don't get
today.
it. It's like way over. I don't know if the camera is messed up.
And it's only on this show.
Just move that main studio shot around. Maybe. I don't know I don't know what you would do there though.
Do we need to recalibrate?
Maybe make it a little bit smaller so it at least doesn't look as...
You know what we need to do eventually?
Yeah, and then move that over to the middle a bit. A little bit.
Look at that.
You think so? Can you move the image a little bit?
Fix it.
Like, can you? That's a little bit better.
You know what we need to do eventually, Dusty?
It's because you're sitting more that way and Tom's more in the middle.
I always sit
I guess,
here.
but
I'm trying to go further over, but like my leg.
What are you gonna do, Naz?
Is
You're gonna move
against
that
the
camera?
bar of the desk.
I don't know. Try to move it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Turn it there. Yeah. Keep going. Okay, that might be. Does that look even more ridiculous?
Too far. Too far to my side. There you go. Too far to his side now.
No, but that's right even
there.
worse.
Something is off.
I think it's because you're so close to the TV.
I'm not. Look how far over I am.
But like I'm on the corner.
But I'm not.
Corner's on the side, right?
I'm not straddling. Like,
yeah. Okay, what's that?
do you want me to sit here?
The pole is online. It is lined up, isn't it?
Dude, we need to recalibrate.
I don't know what's
this.
going on with that.
Can I just sit where I'm comfortable?
I guess, but it looks so strange.
It's bothering you.
Something doesn't add up. I think you got to. No, I'm not moving over. I think we need to make the video shot a little bit smaller. So click on that bad boy.
This
make
is
it a little bit
thrilling
smaller.
first few minutes.
Sorry for everybody
of the show.
listening on TuneIn and iHeart. We're gonna get this sorted out.
Good morning.
Okay, and
Good
then move it a
afternoon.
bit that way. Other way. There. Try that.
Oh,
that
that
looks
looks
better.
That looks better.
It's
good
not
job.
perfect. We got to recenter things eventually, but that looks better.
Nothing in life is
There we go.
perfect.
That looks a little bit better. All right. Now we can move along, I guess.
Let's proceed.
Hey, see you later, DVD.
See you, DVD.
Thanks for coming in, man. All right, it is the Oil Stream brought to you by Boston Pizza. Next week, we will be Boston Pizza drop off tomorrow here at EST offices.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And then next week, we will be at the Westmount location a week from today. So next Wednesday, Lock Shop, Oil Stream, live from the Westmount Boston Pizza on Grow Road.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd love for you to join us. I think we've been there before.
Yes. Well, you know what? Like when we launched EST, remember we had like pre-meetings, like to get.
Was that at Westmount?
Me, you, Maddie, Belzy.
In the
That was
that's the
Westmount.
Westmount location.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been. Yeah, we've been.
So we've
there.
been to Westmount. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
done some.
absolutely.
We've done some things at Westmount. All right, 780-218-9999. If you want to text in today, Timber Woodsman says this is as good as you guys eating on air.
That happens sometimes.
Blabamba guy says the shot's been off for like a week. It bothered me every single day. Yeah, it's still not perfect, but we'll have to get to
That's what I was saying. Like
to get to the bottom of it.
the main camera, the studio camera sits on a good tripod.
Yeah.
At some point, this is me, and I know Awanik is the tech guy, but at some point, I think we should get like a drop down.
You're gonna hang it from the roof.
I think that would be sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Like straight down, but then you have to
And
make
then-
sure it's like right below up.
We'd have to put on a
Close
stud.
there. Yeah.
We'd have to cut a hole in the.
That seems
drops
it seems like a lot of work.
No, it's not.
No.
We can do it.
Oh, man, hanging the camera. That's fancy.
I think that'd be
schmancy.
sick. I think that'd be such a great.
It would be pretty cool.
And we
looking.
need. We
I'll
still
give
need
you
to
that.
get the backdrop there. We got to get the wide shot. Like we have little things that we need
little
to do.
tidbits here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we should do any of that until we get until we get this thing sorted out.
Well, that's a problem.
It still looks off. Like the TV.
And I am sitting closer to the middle. I am.
yeah.
I
But
like.
it's going to look awkward as hell if we're both sitting right like this.
I
Like
know.
that doesn't look good. That's not what
I know.
the
I
desk
just. I'm sorry. I mean,
Big Diesel saying, what about a drone camera?
how good is the drone
like it.
camera shots at the Olympics?
Pretty awesome. I like the
Diesel, good
shots.
point.
I like the shots where you see the drone camera following the athletes.
Those
now.
things are so fast. And the picture quality is amazing. Obviously, like the technology in video is evolving quickly. Like our phones, what are these? Like 4K now?
Not mine. I'm still rolling an iPhone 11. It sucks.
I had one of those.
I need to get a new phone.
I broke mine. Belzy made me get an upgrade. He does that. He's a bit of a bully.
Did he break it or he just
No, he just forced me.
he told you as an adult that you have to get a new phone and you listen to him?
Well, we got a deal. We got
okay.
a corporate deal through our media company that we own.
Oh, that sounds nice. That's a nice little deal then. Yeah, that's
it was
okay.
actually a great deal.
All right, let's see here. What about this one? The host should wear Meta glasses as well so we can see their point of view. Meta glasses.
It's not that exciting.
Meta glasses? Is
No,
that the one that
our view.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're looking at a monitor and a camera.
And I'm watching curling in the corner.
And the curling's
in the
over here, but it's
ESTV.
blocked by two monitors that I can't see.
Yeah. I can't get those monitors to work with this laptop.
Yeah, that could be a connection issue on
Yeah, I
this little
think
device here.
Maddie and I tried working on it. Didn't work. Very frustrating.
Have you ever tried on Meta glasses?
No.
Is that the ones where you can like check your Twitter in your glasses? You go like this, like bloop.
I don't know. But I know they have a camera attached and you can live broadcast with them.
I'm not. I'm not too sure,
Not
but
down with that?
I mean, I'd like to see what we're at for glasses technology in 15 years.
Ooh.
Like, is it just everybody has fancy glasses like that?
Would you upgrade?
I'd be intrigued, but at that point, I'll be like almost 60 years old.
Yeah, that's true. Jeez.
So
Enhance.
I don't know.
Enhance.
I don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that'll work.
I don't know.
I'm not sure that'll work. All right. What'd you think of? You guys had the Finland Slovakia game on during the
Just
hangout.
caught
I
the
just
tail
looked it
end.
up,
Like the last 4 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have it on? Well, did you have it on the TV?
No,
while you-
Maddie took that screen out of there.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you take the TV out of there?
I don't know.
I thought it was in there for the Olympics.
These are things I don't ask. Matthew does Matthew things, and I let him do Matthew things.
Okay, I didn't know that. I
bother.
thought the TV was still in there, so I thought you guys would have
I
been
was
watching the game.
hoping it would be in there so we could watch the game. 'cause
Finland
it seemed
peppered him with
awesome.
Slovakia. Slavkovsky, 2 really nice goals.
Yeah.
Had an assist as well. Monster game from the defending MVP of the Olympics. Went undrafted in our 2 guys and a goalie hockey pool draft yesterday for the Olympics. A little bit of a stunner, I guess. But anyway, he's off to a pretty good start.
How's Team Jacobs doing here? I can't see
They
the
were down
scoreboard.
2-0 last time I checked.
That looks like a Finn.
Still 2-0. They're
Who are
playing
they
the
playing?
Germans.
German.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're playing the Germans.
My bad.
All right, we've got EST afternoons coming up. That's going to be happening from 1 until 3. Malik Carney is going to be on that, one of the newest members of the Double E.
Getting paid.
And then, we'll get into it. I know this is oil stream, but I'm going to hit on that briefly.
We should. It's a big day.
And then I think they were trying to get, they're going to have Taylor Powell on the Reed Wilkins show.
Excellent.
Hervey and Killen both spoke.
Reed and Jay are down there right now.
They're down there right now, hoping that maybe we can get Hervey on the morning show
That'd
tomorrow.
be awesome.
But a couple of quick notes here on the signings that the Elks did make and that they were talking about today. Coulter Woodmansey, who was a top 3 free agent on the 3 Down Nations top 50 free agent list. The Elks have made him the highest paid offensive lineman in the CFL salary cap era. And then
you protect that, Cody Fajardo.
Then they also made Malik Carney the highest paid American defensive player in the CFL salary cap era. So the Double E went out and spent some money this offseason. And the guys who were down there today with those availabilities with Hervey and Killam, I'm sure that we'll have more on that as we work our way through the day today.
Ed getting these guys paid, man. Woodmansey received a $100,000 signing bonus to ink the deal, which is worth $300,000 in hard money for 26, 27, and 28. $900,000 in hard money over the 3-year term. $20,000 available incentives. That's like the in the community, marketing. Remember they have that, and then they have like housing that they can get, the incentives, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of
yeah.
those types of things. Yeah.
That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah. So they did
He's
well.
making good money.
Did well. We'll see if it's the right. If they were the right guys to pay. But Carney and Woodmansey were. I think it was Jarrell Broxton, then Carney, and then Woodmansey as the top 3 free agents.
Broxton went
The
to
Elks got 2 of them. Broxton's now going to be the left tackle for the Bombers.
for the Bombers. That's right. Bombers did pretty good in free agency.
They'll probably move Stanley Bryant to the right side as he gets up there in age.
He's been there forever.
But yeah, CFL free agency was pretty good, I think, for the Double E. All right. You can hit us up over on the Nasty Chat, or you can text us at 780-218-9999. Couple of things we'll get to. We'll get to Play Alberta by the numbers. We'll talk about, I gave out my top 5 shooters in a shootout for Canada on the Nielsen show this morning.
Okay, cool.
And we'll take a look at some of McDavid's numbers for that. We're going to get your Popeyes headlines in just a second. I've got the top 5 most pleasant surprises for the Oilers so far this year, like a nice positive
I like
conversation.
that. Okay.
And then I was going to say there's 2 guys that I wanted to put together like a little trade for, like in a dream world. And then I realized that even in a dream world, it's like impossible. Like even in a dream world. So we're going to get to that as well.
Okay.
As we work our way through this show today. But let's start with your Popeye spicy headlines. If you're looking for a bite to eat for lunch today, 3-piece bone-in chicken, marinated for 12 hours, hand battered. That is just waiting for you. 3-piece for just $8. You want the combo? It's just $3 more. Get it at all Popeyes locations. So Chris Knobloch is still the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, wow.
That is your Popeye spicy headline.
Shocking. I wish there were 2 idiots on a radio show telling you that last week.
Is that us?
Maybe
Yeah.
1 idiot and 1 nice guy.
DVD's not expecting a move?
No. I think he made a wisecrack, as they say, at the end of the hangout in regard to that.
So a team that hasn't played extremely well but is battling for first is going to leave their head coach intact for the rest of this season.
And they'll maybe bring
then his
back a guy
extension
they
kicks
fired
in.
twice. Or if they're not bringing him back, they're going to bring back a guy that they don't like having around, but he will be the back there because somehow he was the whisperer of the defense, even though he's
I hope.
second in command. What's your
I
instinct
didn't know.
telling you?
I
Spidey
hope.
sense is tingling?
I think you just leave it the same for now. Let's see how this season goes. Like I don't think, and maybe it was the case. Like maybe Jeff Jackson was like, "Yep, this is the team that's going to win the Stanley Cup." I have a hard time believing that if you got some truth serum into him, he would have told you in October that this is a Stanley Cup winning roster. Like, I'd be stunned if that's the case.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't do something panicky because, I hope they don't do something panicky because I don't think there's a reason to do it. They're in a horrible division. I still think with the ups and downs, they can get to a conference final, and then you never know what happens when you got Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
I know.
But I was going to say, you know how this market is. You know that Knobloch's already hit that threshold of the Woodies and the Tippetts and these guys.
Let's see how many games
and
he's
they're,
in.
yeah, bring that up. Like he's past those guys, I think.
I believe he is.
Which is crazy because it really hasn't been that long.
No, it hasn't.
And his contract extension doesn't kick in until this offseason.
That's correct.
Right? So how bad would it have to be for the people who are wanting to see Knobloch fired actually get their wish? Like how bad does this have to
they'd
get?
have to bottom out. And
Miss the playoffs? First round exit?
No, first round exit again.
I mean, the first round exit
look
would
at
be
the
to
players he's working with.
I know, but first round exit against like Seattle or Anaheim
that would
or something.
suck. Listen, again, I'm repeating myself. I apologize, guys. But the Vegas Golden Knights missed the playoffs. They fired their coach. It was Pete DeBoer at the time. They brought in Bruce Cassidy. They won the Stanley Cup the next year. And we talked about it on Monday. We talked about it on Friday. Look at the players the coaching staff have to work with. Yes, they have the elites. Their 4 top forwards are excellent.
And their elites play pretty well.
And that's why they're at the top or fighting for top spot in the division. Yes,
the great guys have been great this year.
They have been. But like the other guys, the support is not good. Inadequate, essentially. I have the numbers, by the way. Chris Knobloch
Let me try to rank them. Do you have
Yeah.
and who
Okay.
from least games? Are we just doing Woody, Tippett, and Knobloch?
It's up to you. There's
You
18
got
coaches
McClellan
in
there
Oilers
too.
history.
You got McClellan there too.
He's in there.
Okay, I'm gonna say Woody got the fewest of those four of the last four.
Yes.
Okay, and then Tip,
Yes.
and then Todd.
Yeah.
And then Knobloch.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Knobloch, then Todd. By
So
one.
Todd still has more games coached than Knobloch.
Yeah,
But it's
he
close.
was at 266. Knobloch's at 209.
Okay, all right. So he hasn't passed
He is the 5th longest tenured coach in Oilers history.
Knobloch is.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they can fire him.
Jeez.
Timber Woodsman says, fire Bowman into the sun. Haji texts in and says, I'm worried about Bowman doing something panicky
Yeah.
in an attempt to save his own skin.
That's
yeah, but
fair.
how long's Bowman been here? Bowman's only had one off season. Like Bowman's, I know. And look, I also don't think he's necessarily being described as great at his job, to put it nicely.
Yeah.
But he's had one off season. There is no way unless Jeff Jackson is going to be like totally blew it on this hire. I'm just going to run things again for a little bit. And that's an all-time bad look for Jeff. So like Bowman gets at least this offseason. And as long as this offseason isn't the disaster that last offseason was, you probably got a little bit of running around room here, I think.
But each offseason initially was not looked at as a disaster. Now, where things got bad, 2024 was the RFA signings. That's when it took a turn in a hurry.
Yeah.
And then when we got into the actual season and you saw Jeff Skinner and Victor Arvidsson kind of not pan out, if you will, then we started going,
you're
oh,
right.
boy.
Like in the offseason when they made the moves, you're like, okay, let's
People
see where
said
it goes.
they won free agency in
2 years ago.
2024.
2 years ago, yeah.
2024.
Didn't work.
Didn't work.
But the thing is that in both of the two last off seasons, even if you were kind of okay with some of the signings, they never worked.
No.
It's not like, oh man, this guy was great for 2 months to start the year.
No.
And now it's totally not working. Like none of them really got off to good starts anywhere along the way. Roslovic being a bit of an exception, but he sort of fell into their lap and they got lucky on that one.
Well, he turned them down,
And he's
too.
kind of tailed off here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, so that's an interesting way to look at it. But anyway, no coaching change yet. Probably no coaching change at all.
I love looking at this list. So Slats, 842 games coach. Mac T,
Untouchable.
656.
Untouchable.
Yeah. Ronnie Lowe,
How much was Mac
341.
T?
656.
Oh, nobody's going to get to Mac T either.
Probably not. I do remember in 2014 when they finally relieved Dallas Aikens of his duties and Mac T was helping Nelly kind of get settled in as interim head coach. Mac T technically was the head coach for a few games. I think there was like a 7 or 8 game span. And I remember JJ Bear having to get clarification or clarifying with the league who the head coach was game to game for their official records. And I was like, okay, what? He's like, yeah, I have to call the league and like let them know that Mac T was the head coach and Nelly was the assistant for these games. So those games fall under Mac T's record. And then now Nelly starts, and I was like, this is ridiculous. And it was a sign of the times. So Mac T, 656 games coach. Ronnie Lowe, 341. Todd McClellan, 266. Knobloch, 5th all-time in games coached as an Oilers head coach at 209. Ted Green, 188. Dave Tippett, 171. Tom Rennie, 164. John Muckler, 160. Jay Woodcroft, 133. Dallas Aikens, 113. Pat Quinn, Kevin
Woody
Lowe,
only
82.
coached 133 games?
Yep.
He didn't even get 2 full seasons?
He had 28 playoff games.
But he didn't even get 2 full regular seasons.
That is correct.
Oh, man. Jeez Louise.
Nelly, 51 games. Hitch, 62. Ralph Kruger, 48. George Burnett, 35. Brian Watson, 18. That's your list.
I'll get to this text. This is something.
Okay.
Poop Stains texts in.
Hey, Poop Stains.
Says, I hang this all on Jackson. He's never ran an NHL team before. Brian Lawton would have been a good hire back
Oh,
then.
Jesus.
Do you want to take that one or should I take that one?
Go for it.
What the hell are you people thinking? Because he's on staff shows sometimes? You want to be the president of the organization? I'm looking at his Wikipedia page. The last time he was employed, according to this, was 2010. He's an analyst. I think Poop Stains, are you kidding me? Are you kind of like, I'm not coming to you. I'm saying, are you joking with us? I want to know if it's a funny joke. Cause if it's a funny joke, I'm like, haha, that is very funny. But are you honestly serious that you think Lawton should have been named president of the organization 2 years ago? I need more background info on this.
Poop Stains, I hope you are saying that in jest.
Please.
I hope you're saying that in jest. I think you're clever. I think you're funny, and I appreciate you, Poop Stains. I can't believe I just said that sentence.
Here we are.
We are.
This is the beauty of handles. Like,
I'm sorry, but if that message is being put out there via a different station, and you actually think it's legitimate, and you believe any iota of it, you are being misled. You are being misled.
There's no way. They might as well hire Macramala.
Yeah.
Because he's on our show for 14 years.
Absolutely.
Like, come on. What are we doing?
Now, part of me is concerned because what our dear Poop Stains just text us, hopefully in jest. I have had...
Poop Stains, you got to come clean on this. Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Or were you legitimately passing it along because you've been brainwashed elsewhere?
I have had, and now this reminds me of a conversation I had with two lovely Oiler fans who I met when I was traveling with the team in Arizona. They lived in Fort Mac. They're down in Calgary now. Very lovely couple, a little bit older, but I ran into them at the Oilers store. I was there picking up some stuff, and we were catching up, and they're like, I think so-and-so would be a good hockey ops person. And I was like, whoa, holy crap. And they brought up the name that Poop Stains did as well. And I was like, you're listening to that show too much, if that's what you think would be helpful to this organization. Just my opinion.
780-218-9999. Let's try to move along on this one. Colin the Amishman says, I might be a sick puppy, but I'm wondering if Tolvanen could be a discount option if Seattle doesn't want him anymore. Seems to play like a Podkolzin style with a better shot, could allow him to move Nuge to 3C. I think we've
gone over Tolvanen a lot.
We discussed Tolvanen a couple weeks ago.
Intriguing.
UFA? I'm pretty sure when we brought him up last time, I looked at he's in UFA. The problem is that Seattle's in the thick of it.
They are.
And although, who was it? Somebody suggested that you might see Seattle be willing to sell some UFAs, but also buy a bit at the same time.
What do they want to do?
I don't know.
Do
it's
they
a great
think
question.
they have a team that can compete in the playoffs, or do they think they just want to get to the playoffs, let whatever happen, and then...
I think the clear example is they were willing to pay Panarin like $50 million to come there.
Jeez.
So they obviously are in the let's get going portion of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, calling the Amishman, I would say you're not a sick puppy. You're not a sick puppy.
Okay.
It would be a reasonable. I mean, I think you aptly sort of describe his game. He's grittier than I had first thought. But I don't see that being. I don't see that being a reasonable option. People are claiming that Poop Stains is actually Brian Lawton on the text line. And that's his handle.
Rip City Step says Lawton built Tampa. I feel like Rip City Step is also saying that in jest.
Yeah, Rip City Step's a very funny guy.
He is a funny guy. He's clever. And now the team that Lawton oversaw in Tampa, I believe, had Barry Melrose as the coach.
Well, Lawton was gassed out April 12th, 2010.
Yeah.
In Tampa.
Yeah.
So he did not build the Tampa Bay Lightning that you're talking about now. So I'm assuming
they were a bad team.
You're being hilarious again.
You are.
Rip City Step.
I know you.
And I have to say, man, that's a pretty funny joke.
I appreciate it.
All right. Let's see. Gordon Marner says, Ottawa getting back into the race has ruined my Giroux for third line center option. But I would give up a ton for him and Zub in the playoff run. Something you could do. All right. Okay, Tommy, I've got two things here.
Okay.
Do you want the great fantasy trade I was thinking we could work on?
Yeah, okay.
Or my top 5 most pleasant surprises for the Oilers so far this year?
Oh, let's save the fantasy thing for
Okay.
after.
So you want the top 5?
Let's go
Okay.
top
All right.
5 surprises.
Top 5 most pleasant surprises so far on the Oilers this year. Now, I didn't dive deep into numbers, but I'm just thinking the old classic eye test, watching and listening to the post-game show and hearing people maybe not bitch about certain guys,
Okay.
my own viewings of the games. I'm going to put number 5 on this list as far as pleasant surprises go, Ty Emberson.
Yeah,
Because
that's a good one.
how many times have you guys gone on post-game? I mean, people are usually bitching about Wallman.
Mm-hmm.
They're bitching about Nurse. They're bitching about Bush some nights.
Yep.
For a stretch there, it was like, oh, man, Ekholm's got to get going.
Regula takes heat.
Regula can't play.
Yeah.
And then Stastny started well because he was a new hot commodity, and now you're kind of like, hopefully he's. But Emerson has sort of just gone about his business, and I don't know if it's because they can't play Regula, but he seems like he's become a little bit more reliable than I thought, to the point where in a perfect world, he'd be a really good 7 that can slide in and play 6 for you. You know, if you had a couple of veteran guys on the right side.
His name does not come up in a negative fashion really at
How
all.
often, right? Like,
Maybe on one hand, Dusty, I could count it. He's quietly gone about his business. And as he approaches 200 NHL games, he has kind of found his place, right? He's kind of third pairing guy, generally steady, a little bit of physicality, doesn't shy away from much. He's kind of developing
like
down a good track.
could Emberson end up being a reliable third pair right shot guy on a championship team over the next 2 years?
I think the answer is going towards yes.
He still kept himself in that conversation for me.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of a pleasant surprise.
Good
So
job.
I'll put it number 5 on the list.
Very nice.
All right, number 4 on the list. A guy who we're not even sure was going to play that much, but now I think has to be your everyday fourth line center. I'm going to give Curtis Lazar some love.
Well done.
Curtis Lazar has come in here, and the fact that most people are now saying, why is this guy coming out, or why is this guy getting in and Lazar's out for Frederick?
Yes.
Why is Mangiapane in the lineup and Lazar's healthy scratch?
Yes.
To me, that's mission accomplished for Curtis Lazar that came in on like a nothing deal.
Right.
With no expectations. And the fourth line seems to be its most effective when Curtis Lazar is on it.
He just goes and he mucks. That's a good one. And I'm biased again towards him, but I've been pleasantly surprised by Lazar's play. Glue guy just goes out there and appreciates the fact he's still in the NHL, and he's been effective in the minimal minutes he uses. So that's a good one. I'm with you, Dusty. Nicely done.
Number 3 on the list. He's already set a career high. You probably still don't view him as a top 6 guy, but I'm going to put Pod Colson on the list.
Yeah,
He's
no,
gonna
that's
score like
fine.
18
No,
goals.
he's a top 6 guy on this team. He has found his place. I'm not going to deny that. He is adapted and gotten comfortable being on Draisaitl's wing, and that's good on him for recognizing an opportunity, taking advantage, changing his game, or finding a way to play with Leon, and that's great. And new career highs, fantastic. Do I see him as a top 6 NHL player or forward? No. On this team, he's found his place there, and that's fine. And I don't dislike him. I appreciate him. He's one of the few Oilers forwards that goes to the hard areas and is willing to do it consistently. And he deserves all the praise and credit for doing that. So that's a good one, too. And stop saying I don't like him. I just don't think he's a top 6 on 31 other teams.
I was, I think he could be a top 6 on like 5 other teams.
Well,
maybe.
how effective is he when he's not on Draisaitl's line? That's my question. That's how I would counter it. Because even when he plays with McDavid, it's not the same.
I didn't mind the way he looked when he played with McDavid.
They took him off of there pretty quickly.
I liked it, though.
I know.
I think a lot of the elements in his game translate to whatever line he's on. The production, I mean, he's not going to score 18 goals playing on your third line. No. Right? Nobody on this team
I
is going
think
to
he's
score those
found
goals.
he recognized his opportunity, seized it, thriving, That's fantastic. That's good. This is a good thing.
So he's number 3 on my list of most pleasant surprises so far. Could probably be number 2, but the number 2 guy wasn't even on the roster at the beginning of the year. I'm going to go with Roslovic. I mean, fell from the sky to nowhere, started really well, has cooled off drastically.
Yeah.
My offensive expectations for him are rather limited on the third line, just like every other single third line and fourth liner on this team. I would still like to live in a world where they can get a better third line center, and maybe Roslovic can play with Draisaitl, and then Kapanen can provide some physical presence on the line with Savoy, and where the third line center is, or something along those lines.
I understand that.
But he came from nowhere. They got him on a bargain deal, and he scored some goals for you.
Yep.
So it's been not great for the last month and a half, but considering he didn't even exist at the beginning of the year, I've got him at number 2 on the list.
And listen, they put him at center too, which kind of put him in a uncomfortable position, if you will. I just want to get to Saskatoon Muncher via the nasty chat before we proceed. How many goals does Podkolzin need to score to be a top 6 forward, Tommy?
Fair question.
I'm going to say this in jest. 40.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Listen, man.
What about 20?
20's good.
Could be 20 this year.
It could be. I hope it is. Listen, he's great with Leon. And actually, I think with Kapanen there, I like that trio. Kapanen, when he's been healthy this year, has been pretty effective.
I almost wanted him to have him on the list, but he's missed so much time.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of felt like it's an incomplete grade. We haven't got to see Kapanen bounce from the Draisaitl line yet to see how he responds and if he works his way back up there. Like it's been all fried chicken and mashed potatoes with Kapanen so far.
Okay.
And then number 1 on the list went from the American League to the best goaltender that we've seen between the pipes for the Oilers so far this year. I think number 1 undoubtedly has to be Ingram, doesn't it?
It's a good story, a feel-good story, isn't it?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hesitant on the number 1 placement, though? Who would you have as a bigger, more pleasant surprise?
No, that's a good one. Because, I mean, his numbers were bad in the AHL. I called him the people's champ. He's been good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good list. I think that's a good list.
What say you? 780-218-9999. Top 5 most pleasant surprises for the Oilers this year. Emberson, Lazar, Podkolzin, Roslovic, and Ingram at the top of the list. Who am I missing? Gord says, I like the list, Dusty. I'll say this. I'll take that, Gord. Because in 2026, most lists are very much open to criticism. Very rarely does somebody look at a list and go, you know what? I like it. Sometimes they'll say, my God, that's the stupidest list I've ever seen in my entire life. Other times they'll go, I'd flip 4 and 2. This time, Gord just says he likes the list. Mex Bazuzu says, could we add Savoy in there somewhere?
Yeah, he's been all right.
How much of a pleasant surprise would you say Savoy's been, or has he been sort of what you expected?
Yeah.
I would say he's been at least what I expected, maybe a little bit more than what I expected. But what are his offensive numbers right now? Do we got Savoy stats? What do we got?
Sorry, I'm just giving Smitty the gears here.
All right.
Take that in with a bit of jest too, Smitty.
Let's see.
I know your game. I know your tactics.
So as a rookie, Savoy is on pace for, what would we say, 14 goals, maybe 30 points.
That's all right.
No power play time because nobody gets it outside the big boys.
That's an okay rookie season.
And it's not like he's been locked into the top 6.
Right.
Like he's chipped in offensively in different spots. And I think a 14 goal, 28 point regular season as a rookie for Savoy in limited offensive minutes with the big boys, I think you got to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and he's not a heavy dash in the plus minus
only
category.
-2.
Take it with a grain of salt, yeah. Good progression.
Gord is now asking me for my top 5 disappointment list.
Oh, boy.
Because that could cause some debate. I mean, I don't think I can go there short notice like this, Gord. What do we have, a show on Friday? Gord, on Friday, just for you, because you liked my original list, I'll give you the top 5 disappointments in order. on Friday's show. I wanted to keep it positive today.
I like
Yeah,
positivity.
I think that's.
I just misspelt the word hurts.
I think it's nice. What are you doing over there with
I'm
Smitty
getting
the
into
Welder?
it with Smitty.
What's Smitty do? What's Smitty do to you?
Nothing. Smitty
you
likes to
you
push.
just can't give him credit.
Yeah, Smitty.
I'm going to get you. I'm going
Somebody
to get
get-
you at some point this year to just straight up say, even if I have to take things that you said today and slice them together, I'm going to get Tommy saying, Pod Colson is a top forward.
On this team.
Yeah. I'm going to eliminate
Smitty,
the on the team thing.
Get yourself a Snickers today.
I don't like Snickers.
Snickers is delicious.
I prefer the Mars bar.
Mars bar is great too.
Yeah, big Mars bar guy, not so much a Snickers guy. 780-218-9999. Eden says, Ingram, easily the top of the list. Future considerations for a goalie that's probably showed a higher ceiling than Pickard, and Utah's eating 41% of the salary. Library Pat says, I like the list, Dusty. Not quite to the level of Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power or Tommy Gazzola's rankings of importance, but pretty solid.
Oh, nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. Troll points out one of the biggest surprises, if you count the American League, is Connor Unger.
Yeah.
Small sample size, but
That's a
that's a
good
promising
one.
start.
I've seen people say, get him up here. I mean, if he keeps doing what he's doing, at some point he's got to get a look.
This year?
I don't know about this year. You got Pickard kicking around still. But
Can you imagine
what?
if like Unger and Ingram become your duo and like they're both better than Jari and you gave up Kulak and draft capital and Skinner, I guess, for Tristan Jari.
Yeah.
That would not be if I was Bowman and Knobloch or Bob Bowman and Jackson right now, I would keep Unger buried in the minors.
But
there's no way he can look here because I'd be like, why didn't you look at him before?
But could they not, if you putting yourself in their shoes, could you not be like, look at this guy we discovered. This is how good our scouting staff and we are entrusting them in uncovering hidden gems. Couldn't they play it that way?
Yeah, I guess they could. Now, Bowman didn't discover him because the others signed him in March of 2024.
And
when did Bowman come in? After that.
May of 25. No, July of 24.
Was it already that long
I
ago?
think it was
Yeah. So
July.
anyway,
Because remember,
Unger was pre Bowman era.
and I found out who found him. I got to go back to the team.
You found out the
director.
exact guy who's
The guy who
responsible
dug him up, yeah.
for Connor Unger, a
Yeah,
lower level guy.
Lower level guy found him. I'm going to go to the...
I like the idea of him walking into like big organizational meetings and he's like, I'm the Unger guy. I'm the guy who found Unger. That's the guy. And they're like, oh my God, our goalie guru.
Where is this guy? Sly.
Unger's 24 years old now. He has played on 3 different ECHL teams this year and on the Condors and has got a 944 with 2 games in Fort Wayne, a 945 in 4 games with the Greensboro Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I want to go look at these Gargoyles jerseys. Those got to be sick. And then 5 games with the Solar Bears. He had a 944. And then now he's played 10 games with the Condors. He's got a 1.99 GAA. He's 8-2 on the year, and he's got a 939 save percentage. So a very, very nice year
Let me look this up.
out of Brock University. OUA action. 1 year in Ontario University hockey and then went to the East Coast. Was okay his first year in the East Coast, but has been pretty good on 4 different clubs so far this year.
Yeah, I can't find who dug him up. It was a in-person conversation I had. Let me take a look here.
Did the guy tell you it was me? I was the younger
No.
guy? Oh, somebody else told you it was him.
Gave credit where credit was due.
I like somebody coming up to you going, hey, Tom Gazzola, I'm Steve from the Oilers. I found Unger.
Yeah, well, there are people who do that. You're like, you're full of crap.
All right, and then I got that trade we can dive into
I
and realize
can't
just how
remember.
impossible it is.
I can't remember. I'll have to ask again, but it It was someone that's not well known in the scouting department that dug him up.
Okay, so I thought which team would be the ideal trading partner for the Edmonton Oilers before the trade deadline? Like, how can you really make a splash that could possibly, maybe crank it up a notch this year? Maybe you do go on a bit of a run. Like, what's that trade look like? So I thought to a guy that I kind of had a bit of a trade crush on and a guy that you've had a bit of a trade crush on. They happen to be on the same team. They're Vincent Trocheck and Will Borgen.
Yeah.
So I decided to look into this.
Good pairing.
$9.7 million for their cap hit. And they're both locked up for the next 3 years, at least. I think Borgen's a little bit longer. Does he have a fourth year?
A 4-year deal,
at least,
right?
Yeah. So they are 5.6 and 4.1 respectively. It's 9.7 million. So then I said, okay, all right, it's 9.7 mil. This is a money in, money out deadline.
Yeah.
Which I'm getting so sick and tired of saying every single year. But it's a money in, money out deadline. But then you go to yourself, you go, okay, well, they got Mangiapane money. You got Henrique money. Frederick, obviously, it's going to be tough to do. And then I was like, well, how else could you possibly get this done? And then I thought, Wallman.
Oh.
Well, this
is a fantasy trade, right?
Well.
But you want it to be dipped in reality?
Would I move Wallman in a deal if they could get Trocheck and Borgen? Hell yes, I would.
I would too.
Right?
Yes.
Now his deal doesn't kick in until next year.
7x7.
Yeah, so he's on like 3 something right now. But then here's the problem. So you sit there and go, okay, well, first of all, you go, how can you make the money work? And then you go, well, these salaries could maybe make it work, and then you'd have to add a ton. Picks, Ike Howard, like a bunch of other stuff.
Juice it up.
Okay. Now maybe if the Islanders or if the Rangers view Wallman differently, like if they like him, maybe there's some more value there. But the problem here is that Wallman's got a no movement. Is that on this deal or is it on the next one?
It's got to be the next one, doesn't it?
I don't know. It's listed on there. If you can look that up. Mangiapane has a no trade. Like, when we get to the trade deadline and we're sitting here going, now with that being said, he obviously seems willing to go. But the fact that guy has any trade protection, to me, is absolutely ridiculous. And then Henrique has a no movement and Trent Frederick has a no movement. Like, any of the guys that you wouldn't want around anymore, you can't really trade unless it's Mangiapane who's like, trade me already, and nobody wants him. So I was all excited to kind of take a look at this deal and see how you could possibly make it work. And then I realized that they basically can't do anything. I don't even know. I'm not too sure how much they can actually do with the deadline in general.
It's going to be tricky.
The guys that don't have no movements, no trades, are kind of guys that you want to keep around.
Yeah.
Kapanen, Podkolzin. Like, those are pieces you sort of want here. The guys that you want to move out, you pretty much have nothing to do with it. It's that Smitty the Welder on Wallman, 15-team trade right now. No movement. It kicks in next year. That would probably make sense. Amish Man says, if they trade Wallman, what do they do with left-hand D as Ekholm ages? Hope Stastny can step up, spend assets trading for someone else? I'm not sure Nurse and Wallman's your Stanley Cup championship left side even when Ekholm gets older.
Yeah.
And the right side is pretty damn bleak behind Evan Bouchard. So you're still sitting here going, it'd be nice to address something on the right side. They go and pay over $20 million to their left side. And now you're sitting here going, okay, well, how do you find money or do something on the right side?
Will Borgen.
So, unless you can find a taker for Mangiapane to get that money off your books, but that's going to cost you something. I don't know how much, but it's going to cost you something. You got to find somebody who's willing to take him. I'm not really seeing where the wiggle room is to get crazy active before the March 6th deadline.
They have to get creative.
But it's tough to get creative when both your hands are tied behind your back and the players are calling the shots.
And you tied your own hands behind your back.
I know.
Which is the kicker, which is very frustrating.
Like, players who don't have trade protection on the Oilers, some level of trade protection. You know who doesn't have it? Kapanen, Podkolzin, Savoy, and Lazar. That's it.
Wow.
Everybody else has some level of trade protection. Whether it's a 10-team or, well, even Roslovic has a 4-team trade list commencing on November 1st. So that's in place now.
Yeah.
Oh, he also has a no movement clause. So Kapanen, Podkolzin, Savoy, and Lazar are the only guys that you could move without needing to talk with them up front.
Jeez.
I'd argue Kapanen, Podkolzin, Savoy, and Lazar are 4 guys that you'd want around come playoff time.
Absolutely.
And then on the back end, Bouchard has no trade protection for the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Then a no movement clause kicks in. We know what's up with Darnell. Matthias Ekholm will have a no movement clause on the next deal. He doesn't right now, according to Puckpedia, unless it's just replaced by this little trade detail thing. And then Wallman has a no movement clause. And then you've got Ty Emberson and Spencer Stastny. Like, it's guys that you don't have to at least chat with about pulling the trigger on. Kapanen, Podkolzin, Savoy, Lazar, Emberson, and Stastny. And Bouch, but you're not obviously trading Bouch.
Right.
So, how do you make trades?
I don't know, man.
How are you gonna make trades prior to the deadline? What are you gonna do?
Magic.
Max Bazuzu says Houdini used to escape a water tank with hands tied behind his back.
He did.
It's doable.
Thanks, Max. That was good. I went back to the nasty chat and someone said Lawton built Tampa, and I just had to go through Tampa's history. And I'm like, guys, are we forgetting Steve Yzerman? And then
Steve Yzerman took over after Lawton.
Yeah, and
he built Tampa.
Built the team. Yes, they picked Hedman and Stamkos, but
you know why they picked those guys so high?
Because they were so bad.
Because they sucked.
Yeah. Vasilevsky. But it was Steve Yzerman who built those teams, and obviously, what's his name? Took over. Oh, God, what's his name now?
Who's that, in Tampa?
Yeah.
After Yzerman?
Yeah.
I
have it right here. Breezeball.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the heir apparent to...
Along the way. He was brought up part of the organization.
To be the next GM, and he took over, and he's run it pretty good. They're still a good team.
It kind of... it just kind of pisses me off for the trade deadline that they're this jammed up.
It should piss you off.
You can't move 80% of the roster because you've given them all some sort of level of trade protection. And then even if you do, you can only bring back the same amount of money the other way.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to not even significantly, but moderately improve your hockey team before the deadline this year?
Buddy, they're jammed up. It's going to be doy.
And all of the guys that we were talking about with the no movement protection and stuff, or trade protection, all of them are back next year with the exception of Henrique and Roslovic, who are UFAs. So you will have the Henrique money. You will have, the Roslovic money, he's a freebie right now.
Yeah.
So that's going to cost you a little bit more. And then you'll have whatever cap space is going to be kicking in.
How do you feel? Remember a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the 4x4 not being enough for Roslovic, and they have had discussions with him. Like, that still doesn't. You're just like, really?
I'll say this.
Why now?
If 4x4 was on the table for Roslovic coming on an offseason when nobody wanted to get anywhere close to the number that you had, he should have signed that immediately.
Yeah.
And if he didn't, he deserves to go into free agency and get passed over by everybody once again.
Yeah.
Like, you're sitting here coming off a year where you try to get this bigger deal. Literally nobody wants it. So you go back to one of the teams who was somewhat interested. So you play on a bargain deal, and then they offer you $16 million over 4 years. And you're like, I'm worth more? Spoiler alert, dude, you're not. We just went through the process.
Yep.
So, that's money that you had to be very careful with. Like, if you're thinking of giving Roslovic that type of money, you got to be very careful with it because Connor McDavid did you a major favor. And if your major favor back to him is just keeping this year's team together, bye-bye, he's gone in 2 years. Like, you got to be better with that.
Oh. Okay. I know who.
Who found Unger?
Yeah.
Going to be a hero, just so you know. Once you put a name on this guy, people are going to say, not all heroes wear capes.
No.
Some of them find Ungers.
Oilers goaltending scout Jeff Saleko and Parkati. Attaboy.
Shout out to Parkati.
Parkati found
But
the stats.
Oilers, he found the stats.
Saleko went, checked them out, did the video and in-person viewing. Boom.
And then that was it. Done deal.
Yeah. Nicely done.
So Parkati would have ran his stats.
Ran the stats.
In OUA.
And then Saleko went and watched and did video, and they said, yeah, let's give this guy a shot.
It's almost like they should start looking at more players and finding them like that too, eh? Like, worked out so far. Italy and Sweden coming up. Willie Nylander is going to be good to go for Sweden. He's on the top line with Eriksson Ek and Adrian Kempe. This is interesting from Pierre Lebrun. Philip Forsberg starts as the 13th forward for Sweden.
Interesting, indeed.
I have to tell you, I don't believe that. I mean, Pierre's there. They've probably printed off, like they'll print off a roster. They run through lines.
Mm-hmm.
But Philip Forsberg's going to be your 13th forward?
Isn't that odd?
That does like that. I mean, feel like they might be messing around with you a little bit on that one.
Overthinking it? Or you think they're throwing up a smoke screen?
I think
is what
they're
you're
throwing up a
saying.
smoke screen.
Okay,
like nothing against Pontus Holmberg, but I think Philip Forsberg should probably be ahead of him on a
Sorry,
line with
Pontus.
Gabriel Landeskog.
Yeah.
Now they're a good team. Sweden's roster is legit. Eriksson Ek with Nylander and Kempe, Lindholm with Lucas Raymond and Jesper Bratt.
That's pretty good.
Bratt's had a few huge years. He's just okay this year. Pedersen with Ricard Raquel and Zibanejad, Gabriel Landeskog with Alexander Venberg and Pontus Holmberg. There's no way Pontus Holmberg's going to play more than Forsberg unless Forsberg pisses somebody off.
If you told me Pedersen was the 13th forward, I would believe that more.
Yeah.
Right?
But even that, I mean, that guy's going to be in there too, though.
Yeah.
But that's a good lineup. And then I think they're going to probably
Holmberg.
smoke Italy. And then they've got Forsling with Rasmus Dahlin, Broberg, and Erik Karlsson, and then Victor Hedman and Rasmus Anderson.
Pretty good.
And Oliver Ekman Larsson, who's actually having a pretty nice year this year, is their number 7. I see in the it's Jasmine over in the chat says James Vanderbeek passed away.
Oh.
Age of 48. I know he'd been battling cancer for a long time. That sucks. Vanderbeek, I mean, that takes us back to
Dawson's Creek?
like Artini. I never really watched Dawson's Creek. For me, I guess my Vanderbeek would be
Is he the one crying meme? Is that him?
yeah, he's the one crying meme.
That's the crying meme.
For me, Vanderbeek will always be the quarterback in Varsity Blues.
Ah.
That's my Vanderbeek. Like I didn't watch. What'd you say it was? Dawson's Creek. I didn't
Dawson's
watch
Creek. I've never
Dawson's
watched-
Creek at all. So my Vanderbeek whipped cream bikini scene.
Ali Larder.
All time good dude in that movie. Was backing up Paul Walker who gets hurt.
Oh, no.
Yeah, John Voight's just a dick coach.
Isn't John Voight just a dick in general?
Yeah, I mean, it's
By all
pretty
accounts.
creepy. What's that funny meme in Anaconda when he's like staring at J-Lo and he's just like total creepy pervert mode.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's sad news, man.
Oh, man. That sucks.
That sucks. Yeah, as Vandalay VP says over there, rest in peace, Johnny Moxon. That's right.
That's sad, man.
Oh, Mox.
Only 48.
48, dude. That's 4 years older than me.
That's awful.
That's yeah. Tough news to wrap up Oil Stream today. What's coming up on EST Afternoons there, Coop?
Oh, we got a loaded program today. Of course, the Elks held their press conference unveiling some of the new guys for 2026. Malik Carney will be checking in at 120.
Excellent.
And Guy Flaming also
Keep
stops
Flaming.
by.
Oh, huge ass.
I thought he was Stu
Yeah.
Pedasso.
No, I think somebody else is Stu Pedasso.
Andrew Peard?
Is Purity
Yeah.
Stu Pedasso?
Andrew Peard. he jumps in there.
I
every
do
now-
like the idea of Peardo is a Stu Pedasso.
remember-
that would be pretty funny.
I remember doing I think I was doing Oilers pregame, but we were kicking it to Oil Kings game after
Yeah.
when we still had the rights. And Huge Ass and Stu Pedasso were just flooding the text line. And the boys were waiting to get the broadcast going, and I think I was going late. And it was Guy and Peardo.
That's kind of funny, actually. Sorry, Coop. What else? What else you got?
No,
going
that's
on?
pretty unreal. The boys will dive into the practice from Team Canada and some of the action that they've been catching. Gager was watching a bit of F1. I think that kicks back
What,
up
are they
today at the
testing?
start of the season. Yeah.
Testing today?
Testing in F1.
Oh, he's
going
gonna
to
be in heaven.
watching that.
He'll be in heaven.
It'll be a good time. Of course, we also have Hernan's World.
Yeah.
As we dive
right.
into that every single Wednesday here on EST Afternoons.
Cool. So lots coming down the pipe today on EST Afternoons. That'll lead into the Reed Wilkins Show as well from 3 until 6 today. That's going to do it for the Oil Stream, brought to you in part by Popeyes. Of course, Play Alberta, title sponsor of everything we do here at EST. And the Oil Stream is presented to you by Boston Pizza. Join us. Make plans to join us next Wednesday. We will be at the Westmount Boston Pizza from 11 until 1 with Edmonton Sports Talk. We'd love to see you out for a bite to eat and a beverage at lunchtime. For Tom Gazzola, I am Dustin Nielson. Stick around for EST Afternoons. Take it easy.